If you're not classified as legally blind and looked at the thumbnail of this video you're debating on watching as you hover over it, you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. That's right, a Destiny 1 remaster and PC port to save the Destiny franchise? We're going to get to that in a bit, as well as Bungie themselves. Hear me out now. So it's not exactly breaking news that Bungie recently hasn't been doing too hot.
Destiny 2 hits lowest player count on Steam in franchise history. As community reaches breaking points, I don't trust Bungie anymore.
The Marathon Alpha released recently and its environments are covered with assets lifted from poster designs I made in 2017.
I don't think that there is a better example of a studio that has wasted its own potential, its own talent, its own games, while also simultaneously betraying their audience at every given turn.
And after Sony paid $3.6 billion for the original Halo creators, they've seen nothing in terms of a return on their investment.
They went from making some of the most recognized and beloved games in the industry to now being under threat of having their studio taken away and them folded into PlayStation.
And as a result of these absolutely massive losses and PR nightmares, and with Bungie constantly shooting themselves in the foot in the process, we get to where we are now. And this is a bit of a hot topic as well because it raises a lot of questions, such as, is it necessary? Everything that was in D1 has been ported to D2 already. Just play D1 if you really missed it that much. While the other side is saying, yeah, I love a Destiny remaster. I never had a console and didn't play D1, so sure, let's go for it. And I don't think I ever will because I am not burning over $650 just to experience a game at 30 FPS.
He's just a big baby.
Who is this man that makes such high quality content? I should like this video and subscribe to him as well as watch his other videos. Well, that's what we're going to be diving into today, so sit back, relax, grab some snacks because this is going to be a spicy one today. Get yourself a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Best Doritos flavor, by the way. Suck my dick, queso. A box of grocery store sugar cookies and some Toshi Station power converters to wash all that down. And with that being said, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna fart in your face!
Now, I'm not saying that a D1 remaster will actually be Bungie's savior. No, absolutely not. We're going to get that out of the way right off the rip. That's just to get your guys' attention to giving me a better click-through rate for my videos. To keep it conservative, I'm simply saying that this is a method for them to buy time, if they can afford it, and distract the currently extremely jaded Destiny fanbase for a little bit, and potentially pour those profits into making Destiny 3, because what else did you think I was gonna fucking say? Because let's be honest, guys, D3 has to be made in order for this franchise to be saved, and maybe Bungie as a studio so that they can move on from their previous golden goose that has been milked so dry that it's cosplaying baby prunes at this point. Marathon has so much bad stigma surrounding it that it's basically dead on arrival. Destiny 2 has already hit rock bottom and is continuing to dig themselves deeper with no signs of stopping. And Pete Classic Cars Parson has already jumped ship with his golden parachute, leaving Justin Truman to clean up his mess. So how do they give themselves some breathing room? Easy. Remaster a game that's not going to take a ton of time to do. Because if I were to take a guess on what's going on behind the scenes at Bungie, I'd imagine that they're kinda hard stuck. These guys do not have the time or resources to be making an entirely new game off rip with so much of their team already trying to repair the ship of Theseus that is Bungo. Not to mention that they got PlayStation constantly bringing down their necks, so that doesn't help either. But what if they form a skeleton crew and dedicate, let's say, 6 to 7 months to improve the graphics and frame rate of D1 and port it over to PC? Charge like 30 to 40 bucks for everything on Steam and Epic, because who in their right mind would want to buy base Destiny 1 by itself with none of the DLCs? And do whatever the hell Spider-Man did and charge 10 bucks so that they could get those upgrades on console. I'm completely fine with that. If that happens, it's safe to say that the people at Bungie can at least cool off a bit and not worry about PlayStation constantly looking over their shoulder as much. And maybe actually take the fans' criticisms into consideration and start making Destiny 3. Okay, looking over the script right now, it kind of sounds like I'm fucking defending Bungie, but let me be clear. I am not this fucker right here. All of this is just my opinion on how Bungo can save their own ass in the shortest amount of time frame possible, as well as trying to satiate the player base for a little bit. Anyways, back to the video. Call it a pipe dream, call it copium. Once again, I have no idea what goes on behind the scenes at a game studio. I'm just a normal bumfuck teenager that sits in his room all day watching YouTube videos with the dream to make content creation his full-time career. That's just my little game theory though, but I think that if they manage to pull this off and not fuck this up seriously, all you gotta do is remaster the graphics, boost frame rate to 60 on console, FOV slider, and port it to PC with an unlimited frame rate settings and crossplay. Bit of a stretch here, but mod support would be dope as fuck. You cannot possibly fuck this up even harder than you guys already are. And honestly, I think people kind of forgot that this was even an option, including Bungie themselves. Now, I know the whole Destiny 1 remastered debacle about a year ago, even with Deej himself commenting on the matter, but it's obvious that it has gotten absolutely nowhere. And with everyone being tunnel visioned into shitting on and leaving Destiny 2 and Bungie constantly fumbling the bag on top of that, this is kind of their only option in terms of saving their own skin in such a short time frame. Alright, now we tackle the other side. So I watched a Sweatcicle video on this topic he made only a few months ago, and he makes a pretty good point. I'll show it right now.
Do you think they deserve, like, free money right now? Because I don't. Like, their current performance, I don't feel like they deserve a free pass right now for, like, a free cash grab. If they got their D2 shit in order and actually corporate got their dick out of their ass, they could definitely, like, port D1 to PC and get a free cash grab and people would be okay with it. Just not right now.
I feel like those things are deserved when you're doing really good work that people are excited about, and we can all agree, like, things feel good, but things do not feel good right now. So I do not feel like they deserve that.
And honestly, no, they don't deserve the free money, and I completely agree with this statement, and therefore making this video basically irrelevant if it weren't for one key thing. People will buy it anyway. People will buy it for the sake of the nostalgia high and for the memories that remind them of the good old days with just higher fidelity and better performance. If not from the current Destiny fan base, then it'll be from the people outside of their little bubble. And I do mean by little. The sales would probably consist of nostalgia heads that play D2 already, or of people that used to play Destiny 1 when they were a kid or teenager. Maybe they were in college and they dropped it after the game ended and D2 turned out to be a colossal fucking failure at launch. Chances are, those type of people aren't clued into something as intricate as Destiny 2's player numbers or the current state of the game. Fuck no. The most recent Bungie drama that they heard were either the layoffs and or Marathon stealing art. And they're not even related to Destiny in the slightest. To sum everything up, D1 Remaster and PC port funnels into making Destiny 3 a reality because Marathon will be dead on arrival. Color me conspiratorial or crazy or me giving the unpopular opinion, but that's simply my opinion on what's most likely gonna have to happen. Because what else do they got? That one Gummy Bear game's canceled, Payback, a Destiny spin-off game that they were making canned, and Destiny 2, do I need to say it again?
Know your fucking place, trash!
They don't exactly have anywhere else to go except those two options. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What did I miss out on? And what do you guys think? Will Destiny 3 be a real thing? It's gonna have to be if Bungie wants to survive. And are you also on that copium when it comes to a D1 remaster? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, like and subscribe, or else Justin Truman's gonna start his own, like, scooter collection or something. Also, I do want to apologize for the absolutely garbaje upload schedule recently. Damn! I swear to God, everything will go back to normal. Because I just got my meds for my ADHD, so my productivity, in theory, should be back up to, like, neurotypical levels. So, expect more of that pretty soon. Okay, bye for real this time. Like and subscribe.
Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.